Hello friends, good morning and happy first day of autumn, or should I say second day of autumn, since it's technically the second day of officially the autumn season. I just made myself a little breakfast this morning, and this brown sugar apple matcha on ice is just absolutely delicious. Trust me, it is as delicious as it sounds. Since we are officially in the autumn season, I kind of want to take today slowly. I want to embrace every moment that I can today. So here's the plan. I'm going to head out to the stores today and stock up on pumpkins and maybe find some beautiful sunflowers. I feel like although this home is filled with autumn vibes, we just need something a little bit extra. Plus, I want to decorate my patio with pumpkins because tonight, after we make a little autumn harvest feast, we're going to have a bonfire while we read spooky stories. So I want to be surrounded by technically a pumpkin patch. I feel like it is a perfect way to start the season, and other than those plans, I don't really have anything else. We'll just have to see where the day takes us. But before I head out, I want to give you a final reminder on Magic Mind, the little productivity booster I've been talking about in my last two videos. If you haven't tried it yet, this is the last chance you will have to grab that discount. By clicking the link in the description of this video, you can use the code Shelby's Cottage 20 for up to 48% off your first subscription. Seriously, I'm on day 26 of taking this, and I can tell you it has helped me tremendously with my creativity and my focus, especially during the busy days where I'm filming for these autumn videos. I just want to extend a huge thank you again to Magic Mind for partnering with me. All right, let's get started with today's autumn fun activities. I cannot wait to go buy some pumpkins. Before we head out today, I need to change into something that can handle this Texas heat wave. It's pushing 100 degrees, and as much as I love this cute sweatshirt, it's just not going to cut it. But I think I still have something a little autumny that'll work.
Old Father Time checked, so there'd be no doubt. Called on the north wind to come on out. Then cupped his hands so proudly to shout, La-di-da-di-da-di-da, 'tis autumn. The trees say they're tired, they've borne too much fruit, charmed all the wayside, there's no dispute. Now shedding leaves, they don't give a hoot. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, 'tis autumn. Then the birds got together to chirp about the weather. La-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. After making their decision in birdie-like precision, turned about and made a beeline to the south. My holding you close really is no crime. Ask the birds, ask the trees, and old Father Time. It's just to help the mercury climb. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, 'tis autumn.
While I was out gathering pumpkins, I wandered into a craft store, drawn by the idea of a little autumn project. I had stumbled upon a charming concept, turning a faux pumpkin into a whimsical little house. It felt like the perfect craft for this season of cozy enchantment, so I thought, why not give it a try? But first, let's set the mood. A movie that captures the essence of fall and a heartwarming cup of s'mores tea to keep me company as I work.
I'm sorry, but I've made up my mind.
I chose the sweet little log cottage as the centerpiece, its shape and size perfectly matching the pumpkin I had picked out. With the pumpkin carving kit in hand, I carefully cut out a space for the cottage to nestle into, scooping away the foam interior to make room. Many of the pumpkin houses I've seen are hollow plastic, but foam, though tricky to carve, adds a touch of realism. Let me just say, carving through that foam was no easy task.
Distance, madam.
I'm sorry. You made me so happy.
No intention of making you happy, I promise.
Once the front of the pumpkin was complete, I began hollowing out a space at the back for the fairy lights, threading the wire through with a skewer before gluing the battery box in place.
He didn't beat you, did he?
Who did? How romantic.
Why, Captain X.
I don't think that's at all a nice title.
It's not meant to understand. You're trying to claw off a lee shore. Can't afford to be squeamish.
I do it.
Hate her brooch.
Really, Captain Gregg, I'll have you know I'm very fond of you. Do
To convey that meaning.
I don't use it.
Then, I covered the interior with soft patches of moss,
Fat little girl.
hot gluing each bit to the surface until the whole space felt like a cozy, overgrown nook.
All who followed in the whirlpool. Meeting people. Wouldn't wait. I'm only here now.
The lights wove their way through, and I tucked the strings beneath more moss, before finally gluing the cottage into its new pumpkin home.
Please, Mr. Sproul, I simply had to get in to see you. I have a manuscript.
Of course you have. 20 million discontented females in the British Isles, and every blessed one of them's writing a novel. Now, don't tell me what's in it, I know. Bless my soul, madam, I've got to publish this bilge in order to stay in business, but I don't have to read.
I know you won't mind sharing my cab with me, will you? We'll get there in time.
The lights I picked were longer than expected, so I wrapped them around the front, continuing the pattern of gluing and covering until everything glowed softly beneath the greenery.
Charming. Now you're starting to talk, laddie.
What places do you want me to talk?
That's better.
You're being
I know that the little monsters.
the daughter is not a must.
To give the pumpkin house even more charm, I added tiny toadstool mushrooms and a few miniature pumpkins. I imagine a gentle autumnal spirit calling this place home, perhaps a wise old hedgehog, quietly tending to his herbs and autumn leaves, savoring the golden light of the season. For a final touch, I found delicate dried flowers that I wove into the moss. The pops of color from the mushrooms and flowers brought everything to life.
Perhaps I set you off. I don't remember your telling me.
And to top it all off, I added a tiny ladder, perfect for our little autumn friend to tend to his plants with care.
I don't think about it. About you leaving me. I don't know who I'd be. Would everything we built just turn to broken leaves? I don't think about it. Do you think of me? Walking out that door, never hearing me talk to myself in the morning anymore. Would it all just turn and turn and turn and turn and turn and turn? We don't think about it. Maybe it scares you like it scares scare you like it scares me. What do we do with all the possibilities? We don't think about it. We don't think about it.
I am so excited to try this. This apple-y cheddar chicken galette, I feel is going to be the perfect little autumn dish tonight. I went with apple instead of like your traditional butternut squash or pumpkin because I feel like the apple is so underrated when it comes to fall cooking. But I wanted to do something a little bit savory with the apple today. So let's dig in. I am so excited to try this. That is so good. The cheddar along with the savory chicken and the onion paired with that little sweetness of the apple and this delicious pie crust is so good. I chose to use a store-bought pie dough. I am not a person that likes to make pastry dough at all, so you could definitely go with one of these. You don't have to make it yourself. If you do, it'll probably be even more delicious, but you really don't have to. And then to pair with this beautiful galette, I decided to make a little autumn harvest savory sauteed salad with these Brussels sprouts, these dried cranberries, goat's cheese, and pumpkin seeds, and it is so good. A perfect pairing with this sweet and savory dish. So Ryan and I are going to enjoy our little autumn harvest. It is a perfect dish for today. I am so excited that I was able to achieve this. And the sun is finally going down, so that means after we eat, we're gonna go start up the bonfire in our little pumpkin patch that we made earlier. Maybe make a little hot cocoa, have a little sweet treat, and then we're going to read spooky stories to one another. Today may not have brought cool air or falling leaves, but it did bring little moments of autumn. From sipping a homemade Apple Crisp Matcha to creating something whimsical like a fairy pumpkin house and ending with a bonfire under the stars. It's these simple things that make this season feel special, even when the weather doesn't quite match. Sometimes it's not about waiting for the perfect fall day, it's about creating those moments for yourself, no matter where you are. That's where the real magic of autumn lies. And if you're like me, living in a warmer climate during this time of year, I hope you're still able to find joy in the small things that make fall feel close, even when the heat says otherwise. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope it brought a little autumn magic to your world. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you real soon.